Alright, well, hello. I'm out here in my backyard. One, because it's a nice day out. And two, Emma's drumming, so it's real loud in there. Yeah, I kind of liked documenting like my thoughts on my other painting. So I wanted to do that here again with this one. I'm at the point again where I think that I think I'm done with this one. I might do something else to it. I feel like I want to do something else to it, but I don't. I'm kind of just stumped on it. And that's a feeling I've been having with a lot of my other paintings, is that I feel like I fill the surface, you know, and then visually I just feel like I can't really add to it without subtracting from it. And maybe that's something that I need to do, or maybe not. But I was thinking if I go anywhere with this, it would be a print on top of it. And I think that would be fun because like I would be blending maybe a screen printing technique with some of the materials that I use traditionally for painting, and it'd be fun to see how that works, which I think is pretty straightforward. But I really just think that I'm kind of just done with this. I think like subject matter wise, it feels kind of empty, and I guess I'm okay with that. I feel like maybe there's too much of a compulsion to put something like meaningful into paintings in general, and maybe that's just me. Maybe I just try too hard to like make them mean something, even though honestly I think at the end of the day, when it comes to like pieces that I finished, I feel like they mean really like almost nothing. But I don't know, I guess it's neither here nor there. Whatever. I guess this is more of an exploration into color and shape. Not a lot of depth in there. Like I say, I think I was trying to go for a little bit more depth, but no, this is very much a 2D image. You can't really tell from this distance, but if you get up close, maybe I can zoom you in. No, I can't. We're good right there then. It's magenta and red. Actually, I can show you. For certain, I can show you. Yeah, so we're looking at magenta and red on top of like a dilute sap green, and then the yellow there is like a lemon yellow, which I like the lemon yellow because it's so like true to yellow that it almost is like teetering on the border of being a little bit green, and that's kind of cool when it's on green, because then it like pushes it towards you want to see it as green. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of a flop. I started out with I was given the parameters, like, you know, follow sort of like earth tones vaguely. I have a lot of earth tone stuff in my living room, and for whatever reason, maybe that's just the way that I am. If you give me parameters, I kind of just like don't like doing that. And I don't know if I've always been that way, because I feel like when I was younger, I was really good at like, oh, you give me some rules and guides to follow by, and I'll kind of like outdo myself. But really, I just felt so limited by it. And at some point, like halfway through the painting, I got these like blue swatches on yellow, and which may have been the wrong direction to go in the first place. I was just like, fuck it. Smeared, like, at first I smeared this terrible brown all over the painting. And I think my thinking there was like, I don't like all the way immediately trust the instinct to go with undiluted colors. And so maybe like try to compensate by like exploring those like mute colors, and then sometimes you just get like that ugly fucking brown. No matter how good at color theory you are, you just get a really ugly brown. And yeah, I kind of just like scrubbed that off, threw some green on there, and I really like repetitive imagery, especially when it sort of like isn't all the way one-to-one repetitive, you know. You see that these like circles are broken by smaller circles. They're not completely isometric, although they kind of follow an isometry. The grid right here is so wonky. No right angles. They're all sort of like acute or obtuse, and then it's like the lines are doubled on it. So yeah, I think it's like, it kind of like maybe like the sense of like neatness and like minimalist, organized aesthetic the vibe that I get from like earth tones, maybe. And maybe particularly the person that I was doing this for, maybe I just felt like, fuck it, maybe you need some like weird wonky lines and weird obtuse circles everywhere, and maybe some colors that like almost don't work. Yeah, I don't know. It might be a flop, I might not. I might completely just like do this commission over differently, but I kind of like it. It's growing on me a little bit, but I don't feel entirely like so great about it. It's just one of those all right pieces of work that looks pretty. And also, fuck this size. I hate this size. Like realistically, I want to just like only paint gigantic paintings. That's all I would do every day, all day. But like, that shit's expensive, and who the fuck has like that much space on their wall? I wish we did have. I wish people were more open to just having gigantic fucking insane piece of artwork on their wall. Yeah, and I wish I could do more of that. But yeah, I'll tell you what I do with this. If I give it to them, if I start over, if I print on it. But right now, I feel like it's done. I just feel like that's that. So check it out. It's a cool piece, I think, kind of. Here's a little close-up. It's kind of shady. It started out bright, but it's a little bit shady now. And that's all right.